Me too.
You know, I always liked, a lot of my friends were into Alyssa Milano from Who's
Yeah,
the Boss. Like,
yeah.
that was their crush.
Yeah.
She was a little East Coast vibe for me. I was in California. I liked the girl in Charles in Charge. That girl was hot.
Ah, well, both of them are really quite attractive.
Yeah, the other one wasn't that hot then. The sister?
Have you seen her lately?
No.
Oh, she's very pretty.
Do you know them? What's their deal?
Yeah, well, I did that show a long time ago.
Charles in Charge?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that must have been a dream.
Yeah, and I was really young. I was actually like 16 years old, and I played a date of Scott Baio. I actually was his girlfriend for that episode. It was quite interesting.
So tell me about the Saved by the Bell, about those years when you would travel. I just assumed that everybody in that cast was just hooking up and, like, give me some dirt on...
Did you watch? Well, we had an E! True Hollywood Story about
I missed
us.
it.
You missed
Give
it?
me the cliff notes of that. What was the most scandalous thing that happened?
Well, talking about how we all used to date each other, which I thought was kind of funny. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but I guess it was a little bit like that.
Who were you going out with on the show?
I guess I did. I guess I dated Mark Paul and Mario. I don't know.
You did? You dated them both?
I don't know. I guess. I mean, you're kids. I mean, it's like, you know, a peck on the cheek and on the lips every once in a while. Is that dating? I don't know. I guess it was.
Sure it is. It is to me.
Yeah, but you know what?
I just discovered hugging.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, it's good, too.
Well, Mark Paul, you know, I was actually quite close to, just because we traveled so much together, and he was a very close friend for a really long time.
Right.
So.
Which is the funny thing, you know, you kind of poke fun at the show, although we all grew up watching it.
Yeah.
But I watched some of the new sort of, you know, even on NBC they have them, I don't know what it is, like City Guys.
Yeah,
those new types of shows.
Well, they've kind of kept that whole slot in the morning on NBC to be kind of live shows now.
Right,
we were the first ones to go on.
But you guys all went on to do, like, very, you know, good stuff since then. Except Screech. What the hell happened with him? Did you see him?
I don't know. He's like boxing on TV.
Did you see him fighting
TV? Yeah, I was a little scared for him.
Was he?
I was a little scared.
When I was a radio
DJ
in San Francisco, I introduced him. He was rapping. He was like this, like, white guy, Beastie Boy
Well,
group.
you know, I've learned so much about him in the last few years. Like, he has a band. He's a stand-up comic. Like, there's all these different things that I never knew about him.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't seen him though in a while.
Do you watch a lot? Because he also did that like Star Date or something.
I heard about that. I didn't see that.
Who would watch? I mean, you know.
I don't know.
Do you watch a lot of the reality stuff?
I watch some. I watch some. American Idol, I do watch.
I heard you went to the American Idol finals.
I did.
Why?
Why do you look at me like that? I watch it.
I just assumed like Ryan Seacrest kidnapped you and put you in the trunk and dragged you down to that.
No, he didn't have to drag me.
CDs?
No, he didn't drag me. I just, I liked watching those kids. It was kind of cool, you know, to watch them. I mean, they had so much guts to go up there and sing their heart out in front of these people, and you know, someone like Simon Cowell telling them they stink. You know, it was so sad, but I couldn't stop watching it.
Right.
So, you know, it was so addicting.
Saved by the Bell in Europe is huge. They have like a 24-hour, like they have stations that just play like a marathon of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are my
Were the
checks?
Europeans, were they crazier than the Americans when you would go over there?
Yes, absolutely. You know what, I have to totally agree with that. When we used to tour over there, it was even probably triple the amount of people that would come and show up to these autograph signings and the publicity we used to do over there. It was nuts.
And then
crazy.
when you left that and you went to 90210, how did you get that? Did you meet Aaron Spelling and he hooked you up with that?
I just auditioned for the role. Shannon Doherty had just left, and they were looking for a new person to come on and not take her place in general, but just, you know, fill the spot to a certain degree. And I went in and auditioned for it like everybody else, and I got the role.
Have you been to Aaron Spelling's house?
I haven't, no.
I just hear it's sick. I hear it's like a bowling alley.
I hear there's a bowling alley. I hear there's a theater. I hear there's like a rapping room, which I guess where Candy Spelling like does all her rapping.
For who?
For like
what?
gifts and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah.
There's like a rapping room.
Like rapping room.
I think like hip-hop.
Can you imagine Candy Spelling?
Yeah. Like 50 Cent was found in Aaron Spelling's basement or something.
Right. Tori and Randy down there, yeah.
I just get this whole thing about, I've never met Mr. Spelling. I'm sure he's a gem of a man.
He's a very sweet man.
But I have this thing like, you know, there's Tori, his daughter, and it
Yeah.
just seems like she brings home like her hot friends.
Yeah.
And then they just pop up on like, you know,
On
Melrose
TV
Place
shows.
or 90210.
Well, I have to say, I never knew her before, so I did not get the role that way.
After 90210 and Saved by the Bell, were you worried that you wouldn't get work again?
You know, it's funny. I think there's always a fear, no matter what you do, that, you know, you want to make sure that you're going to, you know, to a certain degree, you know, have a job and work. But there's always, and my parents instilled this in me a long time ago, just to have an inner faith, you know, in myself, that I know I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be at every moment for the right reasons. So.
But you're getting a lot of the offers like Elizabeth